Hi guys, how are you? My name's Dan and welcome to another astronomy video with me. So in this video I will be talking about the ISS, which is the International Space Station, but before I do that I'm going to be talking about why the video is up on Monday rather than Friday. So this is because it's just a lot easier for me because I can do the video on the weekend rather than during the week, and it's just a lot easier. So yeah, the astronomical videos will be up on the first Monday of the month rather than the last Friday. So anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to be giving you facts about the ISS. So there is no up or down, therefore you can't stand on the floor because everything is the floor, everything is the ceiling, everything is the wall. So we're probably going to get quite dizzy because someone's going to be on the roof, someone's going to be on the ceiling, someone's going to be, on the floor. And if your bed is kind of where people call the floor, then that's, or on the side, it's probably quite complicated. That's why there's ceilings, why there's handrails kind of on the walls every side. So wherever you are, you can always hold on or put your feet on or something, so you always kind of stay in the same place. So why do what do people do in space? People do a lot of photography up there because you're gonna get, even if you're like the worst photographer, even if you don't know how to turn the camera on, if someone turns the camera on for you, tells you what button to press, then you're still gonna get really good photographs. Because this is gonna be amazing. Because while you're on the Earth, you can't see what people see from above. You don't see that. It's just really, really mesmerizing and amazing. Also, I've been reading and watching some stuff that says you don't realize how thin the atmosphere is while you're up there. You realize how thin it is, but you don't realize how thin it is when you're on the Earth, and we're just burning it up. And that's what they've been saying anyway. People also perform experiments which you can only do in microgravity. So maybe like comparing them and stuff like that. And you also do work on the ISS. You can't just go up, take a couple of pictures, come down. You've got to do some maintenance, so fixing stuff, adding new areas to the ISS, like rooms, and adding parts on. Now some other facts. The International Space Station, the ISS, is a habitable human-made satellite that orbits Earth at an altitude of between 330 kilometers, 205 miles, and 435 kilometers, 720 miles. Although I forgot to write the rest of that. The ISS is now the largest artificial body in orbit. It is 357 feet in length, making the space station's area span about the size of an American football field, which is actually really big. I hadn't realized how big it was. Which is really big. The ISS has 2 bathrooms, a gym, and more room than a 6-bedroom house. So, you'll need a gym in the ISS because while you're in space, you'll lose muscle because you're just floating around. You don't need to walk anywhere because there's no gravity pulling you down. So you don't need to do any work pulling you up. So you're just kind of not using any of your muscles except from just kind of reaching over to get something or pushing yourself off to float or holding yourself somewhere. So you're not using up your muscles. So what, say, like a running machine here on Earth is pulling you down, so it's just like sort of, you're running. But on the ISS you have sort of, it's like a weird nappy thingy that's kind of pulling you down onto it. So it pulls you down, so you're actually using your muscles and stuff like that. How do they get up? I mean, don't mean like in the morning. I mean, how do they actually, get out of the Earth to go into the ISS? They go up in a space shuttle, which has a Soyuz capsule on the top, generally, and that rocket kind of breaks into different parts in space, and the waste just kind of floats around. So it's kind of shooting itself off and then breaking apart, and then the Soyuz, is kind of shoots itself a bit further to go to the ISS, and then you kind of play around a bit. We don't play around, but you kind of steer it over to get to where you actually want it to be. So they're probably wondering how you go to the toilet in space. Well, they use a vacuum, which, because obviously on Earth you either sit down or stand up, and it goes down. But in space it won't. It will just float there and go anywhere and everywhere. You don't really want that. You kind of want it to go down into the toilet, and then you just want to flush it, and just leave it alone. It just goes away. But that's not what happens in space. If you were to do that, it would float around. Like I said, that's why you need a vacuum. Now you don't just let it float around and then vacuum it up. No, you pretend that it's like the toilet. So yeah, you can do that. I'm not gonna say that, but yeah. You also use the same for a hair, cutting hair. Obviously not the same vacuum, because that would be disgusting. But yeah. So I'm gonna do a new thing in these videos where if I think something's really good, I was gonna say cool and then I said good, so it came out as could. But yeah, anyway, cool or good or interesting, I will ding the bell as like this. And I think vacuum toilet deserves that. There we go. So that also signals the end of the video. Excuse me. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and watch the next video. I might also do another video on this in the future, maybe in a couple months, just to give you a little more information and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for watching, and leave a like, subscribe, and watch the next video. See you later. Bye.